reality. I'm creating its reality, Raphael 7286, in a constellation of Pegasus 88, constant. Before I continue on, the word constant, constellation. You see over here it is first, it is gold, it is pliable, it is between two. Relation, connection, stallion, how the horse's limbs move. Inside the word 106, as also 91 or 61, the spirit and the church. This can be reduced from 91 to 82 because there are two eyes running in the cycle. You can also eliminate all three of these pieces over here because they're all in the same single digit family, 999. The P is the 16th letter, can be reverted into the 9. The S is the 19th letter. The only one that doesn't fit is the T. That is a gateway. So it's 91. And it runs in thirds. It's 1/6, 2/5, and 3/4, which means it's 1/4, it's 3/5, and it's 5/6. To fill these in and to make them whole, you need to use these numbers. So all these numbers are now going to be integrated. Now, if you want to integrate them in a cube, your 1 and your 6 are polars to each other, in which the 8 and the 3 will be its void, noting that these three elements here, the face of 9, compacted into just one cube. It has only 3 sides, although it's 6 and it's even. It's odd because the reverse of the sides, right? If you had 3 sides, they couldn't be all reversed unless they were all facing each other, triangular. So then we have 8 and 3 on the 2 and 5. We're going to get what is the 6. Did I do that right? No, I don't know how I marked that. We're going to get what is 7 and 2 and 4 and 5. And look at that, on Earth we got energy, Jesus of time. Now when we're going to do what is the 3/5 that is missing, right? We're going to work over to 3/5, and we look what's missing. We're missing what is 42 and what is 64. These will create 9s. This will be the reverse cube. This will create 9s. What is missing is still the reverse cube. Did I get that right? Okay, I paused the video for a little bit. Let's see if I can catch up and explain this. On this cube over here, same as this, same as this. They all work the same way. If I wanted 5 1s, I would end up with number 5. Now what happened? I have 4 more than I started with. Now, if I want to go to the reverse of this, it's not number 9. It's number 8 mathematically. 9 advances 1. If I go 5 times 8 equals to 40. 4 plus 0 equals to 4. The difference between 4 and 8 is 4. The mathematics work perfect that 1 and 8 are the complete identical reverse of each other and not number 9. I have to reboot my thinking. So when I go to what is, and the movement of 1/3, to what is 3 by 3 by 3, to when we see 1/3, I see 1/6 over here. The 1 and the 6 are opposite of each other. If the 1 and 6 are opposite of each other, then we have 8 that are missing for the 1 side, and for the 6 side we have 3, 8 and 3. The same thing goes for the 2 and the 5 opposite of each other. The 2 is opposite of the 5. Then there's 7 and 4 missing. This is the church. This is the heavens, the energy. Energy equals to 74. Cross equals to 74. Rubik's equals to 74, spelled with an IX or 9. 4L we're not going to count. That is the sun. 74 is also Jesus. It also creates 11 and 28, which is 39. The angels of man. Man is numeric value 28. 28 to the cycle of moon. Man on the moon. Moon equaling to 57. When you get to number 35, The reverse of 35 is 64 because you take away 3 and there's 6 left over. Take away 3, 6 left over. And remember, when you're using chips, right, as a betting pattern surface, you can put a chip here and get 6. You can put a chip here and get 6, but you cannot use only of the 9. You must put 2 chips in order to get 9. One chip gets 6. One chip gets 6. 2 chips get 9. The inverted using 2 chips of 9, right, is going to give you what is 5. 5 over 9, right? So now you're going to end up with 2, 5, and your 2, 5, 7, your 1, 6, 7. Zion, Israel, 0, 64 goes with number 35. Number 35 is over here. 3 and 5 goes into this thirds. Why does it go here? Because 3 and 2 is 5, making this whole. 1/5 and 5/6 equal whole. So I make them whole. The next third is 3/4 and 1 and 4. 3 and 4 is 7. To make this into a 9, I now get 11. 65 is the numeric value. 4, 7, 3. Now when I take 64 that showed up with number 35, that shows up over here with 2/5 Earth and Jack. Also will create the Q gate. This will create the moon. The mathematics, 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals 7 and 6, 13. It now becomes what is 169 moons for boy to become man. Beta world of Yo, which is Earth and Mars. Earth gets the Y and Mars gets the O, making Earth what is in 1/3 and Mars what is in 1/4. Mars gets the window, Earth gets the 9 lives of the cat, or the cube inside the moon. Now we rate this over here, we get 9 again. Now the difference is between here and here, 13 and 14, and it's so ironic that the alphabet splits right over here because we're running everything in 1/3. Please note, Zion, Israel works what is together as the ring, and 2/3 what is around this area. 2/3 because you're using 2/3 of the cube. 64, 23, and that's where Mars comes in. I like to put my S's separately because it's usually a plural, so I'll just say Mr. TACPAN. And this is a prefix, which is the cube coming into what is the cat, which is a doorway. Usually I can look at this as the split of the half-life through the sun. DNA, ANA, as S can also be transformed as 1. This is to be discussed. 65 to the 7th gate brings 12, brings 3. 64 to the 7th gate brings 13, gives 4. It is the split of the house of DC. DC. Direct current, Earth and Mars, the Queen and the King, the 12th and the 13th card, equaling to 78, the gateway within the Queen, 8, and what is 5, and to the King is what is the spirit in AI, and what is 1. Where do I get all this from? Actually, just give me 1 second. This is actually a 6 and 1. But why did I say 5? Yes, I'm going to put 7 and 5, okay, which is the moon, which is the male and the female. The male at 7, 13, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 3 and 4, equaling to the 7. So how they added on 1/3 to the world or took away 1/3, right? But they didn't take away 1/3. What it is, it was 4. They took away one area, and we worked in this one area over here. And we broke it up, okay, into 3 parts, that one area. Or we broke this one area up into 4 parts, but there were 3 parts here. This extra part here is 1/3, and 3/3 we're not working in. I hope I explained that properly. If not, we can go over. Silver Spirit Matrix, also second when ND comes in. You know, you stand, right, first and second, but you stand on 17Q. So did you get what this is? This is all from these dice cubes over here. These are the stories, how they interlink, how we can now interlink 3 and 6 and 5, you see the way they crisscross. The 5 is here, the 5 is here, the 6 is here, the 6 is here, the 6 is here. Are there any other 3s that take 6 and 6, 12, 1 and 2, 3 in order to create that? Otherwise, it only runs within the 6 and it is the void. 3, 4, 4, 5, 8. Well, it doesn't matter which side they go on. So what I wanted to talk about is I wanted to finish off the understanding of this. And then I'm going to make my thing smaller here and show you a picture I designed, which is this picture. Whoop, hold on a second. I have to take my camera down. And hold on a second. Okay, here's my camera. Yes, over here. And I have to put this up here. Right, okay. Let me see. See that? Now, if you take a look, the pole going up is on this angle and that angle. The lightning coming down is on that angle and that angle. So I put my post up and now we connect with all the angles. This would be the lightning coming down into my pole. If this pole would be on me opening up, the lightning would be coming down. Therefore, the letter Aleph can now be created. What is above is below, connecting and grounding to the ground over here. So if you can see it. And now we're going to finish off. So what happens here is I'm trying to understand what happens to a square. And here we have our first square, which is 4 dot, right, and 1 area. And then we have that what is here. Now we have what is the hockey rink. We have the elongated, right? Now why did I do it like this? Because I had to go across 3, but I'm only going down 1. Here, okay, here 1 full, 2 full, 3 full. Here I went 2 full. And it's because we have this center over here. I like to call this the Earth center on ice, running in 3 periods, running in 3 sections, running in 20 minutes. Basketball shows, we're going to talk about basketball another time. Also, when you run this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you run that one over here. And here is your divide, and these dots don't get to go. I'm not really sure how we can look at it, if I should look at it this way, but what we're going to do next is we're going to talk about these 3 dots here, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to go, I can go 6 and then connect them here if I want, but I'm not going to get into the artwork and confuse everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now we have 12. So we have 16 on the outside, and then we have 12 in, and then we go again, and we run 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? And we connect it over here, and the 9th one is in the center over here. So we have, did I get that? And the 9th one is in the center over here. You see, so in here you have the 9th one center, and when you're working with this, you have the 9-1 center. But this is in an open space. This is a dot, so it has to be understood. But to finish this off, we now have 28, or we have 37 total. Remember, it's 28 plus 9, the birth of man. This is Mars. Now, if we want to do the same thing for an Earth outcome, okay, we'd have to use the single area here, or run it to what is 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and this would be the center. And then this would be Earth's area, right? It would have this, it would have 4 dots around it, right? And this would be Mars. So we'd have Mars 1 dot, and then the Earth 4 dots. Anyways, I'm not going to go over all the total numbers. I want to total them out and do another video. Come back, we'll talk. This is the lines that went with the lightning. When the pole goes up and the lightning comes down, here's my pole going up, here's my lightning coming down. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.